Bueno, this is going to be, you guys, weekly reading for the 22nd through the 28th. So, I'm going to do it by elements. I'm going to do everybody individually. So I'm going to leave timestamps with each elements. So like Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, I will leave your timestamps so you guys can jump to your sign. So unless you guys have more than one earth sign in your chart, then of course you could check whichever one. Or if you guys have heavy placements of earth in your chart, then maybe this entire video will resonate with you. It's not subject to because it is general. So I'm going to do it this way only for this week because I was away with my family and I got home Sunday night, late last Sunday night. So I did not have the energy to do no readings or nothing like that. And plus, you know, I'm trying to recuperate, or, you know, Monday was me getting back into the groove and kind of still a little tired from the drive. So I'm going to do it this way just for this week. So hopefully this works for y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the Taurus. All right, so Taurus this is your reading. If you guys are Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or any other placement of Taurus in your chart, this reading could be for you. The only way to know if a general reading, you got to use your discernment with general readings, but, you know, Spirit only leads those to me that I am meant to speak for. So it's all about a vibration. If it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate. But take what does. The only way to know if a reading is truly for you is by getting a personal reading. So if you guys are interested in booking me for a personal reading, you guys can check the description box below for the link to my website if you guys are interested. So, you know, hit me up, email me if you guys have questions about my readings or my availability. And we'll go from there. Let's see, Taurus, your reading is like, what's going on? What's going on with us Tauruses? Where's the Taurus cards at, Spirit? Give us clear insight as to how our week is more than likely going to go, the energy surrounding our week. Okay, balance, fulfillment of wishes, mental conflict, spiritual union, and accelerated motion. Okay, let's see what we got cracking here. Okay. All right. So what we got here, we have Balance, which is the Justice card in this deck, but I get like Magician and Temperance vibes from this card. But I'm just going to read it in an oracle card sense, not so much tarot like, because I am going to do a tarot pool. So I just get the overall energy for you is that you're trying to like balance your energy with making decisions, and it could be surrounding decisions with manifestations and what it is that you wish to create, and having patience and time with that, or knowing when's the right time to implement something or a project or something creative, or, you know, it could just be manifesting, period. Like you could just be trying to make clear decisions about this. And I feel this comes with you viewing yourself in a perspective as a divine creator, and rather than looking at yourself as like less than, or that you're begging for something to happen to you or manifest for you or for things to go well. You're putting yourself in the position with the divine creator as a co-creator, or as, you know, it's my birthright to manifest and create. I have these gifts and these abilities. So it's like you have the tools to do that. Because there's a challenge with feeling like certain things are not manifesting, or that you're not able to fulfill your wishes, or for whatever reason, maybe you're just not seeing that you have the power within you, or that you do have these options at your disposal, and there may be different ways to go about it and to get it, or in ways that it could manifest. So you just kind of, there's this feeling of not really seeing that it's possible, even though you've learned, because she's holding on to some scrolls, and I never really noticed this, and she's smelling a flower. So it's like you guys got to really see things from a divine perspective, and notice that maybe for some of your wishes are closer than you think, but you're not able to see that because you're too focused on the timing of something or what it looks like on the outside. And plus, in spite of what you've learned, the wisdom, so maybe you guys are the type of people that study law of attraction, or you've had, you know, countless amount of proof to show you that you guys are powerful manifestors, or the universe backs you up, or that from other people you see, you've witnessed what they can do. So it's like, you know, you can take that and see that, okay, that as wisdom, and I can utilize that for myself and see that we are all powerful. So you got mental conflict. So the Two of Swords is that the mental conflict could come from spiritual connections with others, or it doesn't have to be romantically, but this is like the Two of Cups in this deck. But why I say that is because you have two twos here. Then you also have number 11. So you guys may be in conflict, like when it comes to manifesting something with love, romantic love, okay? Or it could be something that you love. Doesn't have to be romantic. But there's this energy of almost being angry with yourself, or maybe angry with the universe, or just angry with the results of what you're getting, or the lack of results. And this could be something to do with connections. Now, for some of you, it could be that your heart and your mind is out of balance. Okay, and that could be the part of, or in which why certain things are not coming to fruition. For others of you, the reason why certain things are not happening is because it's not for you. It may have been a seasonal situation or connection, and that's why it's not manifesting to where you want it to be. So this could be in relations to Libras, it could be Cancers, Pisces, and Sagittarius energies. But you got accelerated motion. So accelerated motion is that you're counting and looking at the stars and waiting for things to happen rather than just moving forward. You may be looking at something as it's too far in distance, or it's taken too long. It's been a very long process. But I feel that it's all about a vibrational alignment. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of yellow, so you might want to work on your solar plexus. You know, you could be lacking a little bit of self-confidence or feeling creatively. So I'm not going to do the 10 card spread this week. I'm going to do 5 cards with the tarot. Fool, Tower, 3 of Swords, Devil, and the 4 of Swords. So this is like divine intervention involved, a lot of this energy. So for overall with the Fool card, I feel like Spirit is telling you to be more light, more carefree with your energy. This is pushing you to just surrender and to trust, really. And I feel like you're going to learn a lot. And you may be looking at this awakening or this process of surrender as a negative, and looking at it as a bad thing. And I feel like it's because you're focusing too much on disappointments. And I feel that whatever's triggering you, Spirit is saying, like, address it. Don't be oblivious to it. Don't try to walk away from it, because that's when the Tower moments happen. When you try to ignore certain things that come up that you need to heal or that you need to focus on. So that's part of it. So I feel that allow whatever it is that you may think that you need to hold on to go, even if it's for the time being. Like if Spirit is forcing, because as a Taurus, I'm gonna speak for myself as a Taurus, but this is the vibe I'm getting, that Taurus, like we could be too stubborn. When we know that something needs to take place, we'll be like, we'll put it off later. We'll try to, you know, act like it doesn't exist or it's not there, to the point where we'll be forced to confront something. And I feel like this is kind of the vibe. So the Fool card is like, you know, la la la, all up in the sky, like I don't see you, I don't care. And that's when they meet the Tower, and it's like, address this ish, the 3 of Swords, and closed mouths don't get fed. So express your feelings, whether this is through therapy, you know, or talking to someone close to you, or writing a journal, or talking to God, or talk to the universe. Express your anger, express your frustration or your hurt, because it's going to free a lot of energy up. But I feel with this Tower card in your challenge position, you may be questioning a lot of why certain things are the way that they are, and not understanding why certain things are, because you're being pushed to surrender. That's the base, that's the foundation. You're being pushed to surrender. So with the Devil card, again, it's like, face your fears. What are you afraid of? And it could be attachments. Like, what are you really holding on to? Is it worth holding on to? Because it could be the thing that's causing the conflict with you. And you got the 4 Swords. So I feel like this will lead you to a place of, you know, going within and really praying about it, or meditating on it, or just spending some time to reflect. You might need to clear your mind. And I feel for some of you, you might need to rest, or maybe mentally rest. Like you might have so much going on, or you've been running in circles that you haven't had time to really reflect and think energetically. You might be too focused on day-to-day life and trying to do this that you burn yourselves out, and it's like you gotta lay back and rest. There's too much going on. So let's see what the love energies have to say. I'm going to do with my relationship oracle cards. If you guys are interested, this deck is up for purchase. Keep in mind these readings are general as well, so you know any love situation can resonate regardless of your love status next to the next person that's watching, you know, but just take what may resonate with you, and if something does not resonate, just leave it for, you know, whoever else is watching. All right, healing. Weeks, months, false love in December. My dog is whining because she wants to come back here. So I don't know if you guys can hear her whimpering. So I'm going to clarify these with tarot just to get more in depth, more clarity. Whoa. Okay. All right. So you have the Fool again with healing. So this is like, Spirit is telling you don't walk away, don't turn away from the things that you know that you need to heal. Like confront it and face it. That's all I'm getting with the Fool card. Like I really feel like this is being oblivious and the cloud, like your head all up in the clouds, and just really like whether you're doing this subconsciously or consciously, focus on what needs to be healed. And I feel because you're gonna confront it anyway. You're gonna confront the things that bother you, that you fear, that you can't stand, or whatever, especially when it comes to your love relationships or, you know, past situations that you've dealt with. So with the Devil card with weeks, it could be that this Capricorn energy is very significant to you, or it can represent that in the coming weeks there's something that you're going to have to face that you didn't want to face. It could have been an abusive situation, God forbid, but if it is, you know, I feel like it could be something where you dealt with abusive relationships or partners, or you were in toxic bonds, and I feel like you're going to have to confront this once and for all. And it may be the person, I don't know, but take what resonates. With months, yeah, Spirit is telling you that you have like a lot of energy that's clogged up. There's a lot of mental confusion, and I feel like months and months have gone by and you haven't addressed the issue. Maybe something that happened months ago. It could have been with the Libra. It could have been with a Scorpio. But there's some things that you just aren't clear about. And I feel this happened months ago, and it's causing a lot of clutter. So this may be the thing that knocks you off your feet to the point where you need to just go within and relax and like unplug for a second. With false love, you have the Knight of Swords with the Ten of Wands. So it's like Spirit is telling you how you know if something is false is if you have to push for it, if you have to control it, if you have to convince. That's how you know that it's not true love, or it's not a fluid, you know, reciprocated type of bond. It doesn't mean that the other person may not be interested in you to some degree, or not attracted to you, may not, you know, like you or love you, but it may not be an equal shared connection. It's not shared and mutual as the other person putting in, and that's how you know. And if you're on the opposite end of where you're the one that doesn't feel the other person, you're not like, you don't really feel that bond, it's not true if you feel like you have to force yourself to be with someone or force yourself to like someone. So either way it goes, I feel like this is what Spirit is wanting you to focus on. With the Nine of Swords in the World, you have December. So I feel like there's going to be a completion or closure by the end of this year, or it could be someone that's born in December that you're going to close out some sort of connection. And I feel like, you know, or maybe you're going to put your fears or your doubts to rest in December, or in relations to a person born in December. It's going to be a lot of closure, I feel, once and for all. And it could be due to some sort of cycle because you're healing. But you do have Aquarius energy, you have Capricorn energy, you have Libra, you have Scorpio, you have Sagittarius, and you have Gemini. Okay, So these could be significant signs, or these could be time frames of the zodiac or what have you. So just take what resonates. If this reading does resonate, feel free to like this video, share it with someone, or share it publicly. If you guys have yet to subscribe, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my website for personal readings. Much love to y'all. Until the next reading, peace. What's up, Virgo? This is going to be your weekly reading for the 22nd through the 28th. Okay, so this will be for Virgos, whether you guys are sun, moon, risings, or any other placements of Virgo. If you guys have heavy placements of Earth in your chart, feel free to check the other Earth signs readings for this week. However, because these readings are general, it's not subject to resonate with you like a personal reading, so you have to take what may resonate with you. And if it does, if there's nothing in this reading that resonates with you, that's fine. Okay, don't force yourself to resonate with something that does not fit with you. Spirit gives me the messages for those that are meant to receive it, so whoever is energetically meant to receive it, they will know that it's for them. Plus, the only way to truly know if a message is for you is by getting a personal reading. So if you guys are interested in personal readings, you guys can check my website. You guys can purchase via my website for a reading. You guys also feel free to email me if you guys have questions about my readings or availability. To set up your booking date or time, if a time is needed after purchasing your reading, also email me. I have 2 different Gmail accounts. Just check the description box. But alright, so let's go ahead and get into your week's message. So you have a lot of major arcana cards in this deck. You have Triumph, which is the Chariot, Temptation, which is the Devil, Power, which is the Strength card, Awareness, which is the Magician, with Material Harvest, which is like the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel that you are progressing, you are moving forward. I feel like you may even be passionate about, you know, a new energy, a new beginning, or just passionate about where you're headed in life. You may have an extra push this week. I do feel that there are some things that you need to confront. Maybe these are things that you're not necessarily too comfortable with confronting, or, you know, some hidden fears, or just things that you're trying to avoid. And I feel like Spirit is telling you that you could be tempted to revert back to something, old ways, old thinking, beliefs, people. And plus it's Mercury retrograde, so some of you could be tempted sexually by someone or something that may not be of your highest good. It could also be an ex for some of you, but I just get that you need to confront these issues if there is one. With Material Harvest, Spirit is telling you that you do need to get to the money. So if you guys have some creative endeavors or creative ideas, to start moving towards those things. Don't focus too much on what you have and what you don't have at your disposal, but just continue to, I feel like, act on something, because there's always a way. So if you say, I want to be a painter, but I don't have any paint, who's to say that you can't use ketchup? You know, you can't use hot sauce and some mustard to create. Who knows? But I feel that take it one step at a time. I don't have a website. Okay, so build an Etsy, or, you know, a Tumblr. You know, do something. I feel like Spirit's giving you the ideas and the tools to do it. With the Awareness card, the Magician. So I do see a lot of heavy manifestation or a lot of creative energy surrounding you, because I feel like it's very potent. Your solar plexus is very powerful, or it's very open. And then you have the Power card, which is the Strength card. So coming into Leo season, some of you guys may have Leo in your chart. You guys may feel extra confident about your pursuits. For others of you, I feel like you may have to balance out your lower self versus your higher self. Because there's times where you may talk yourself out of things because you doubt yourself. But for some of you, it could be being overly aggressive or assertive with certain things. So find balance in this, because I do feel like you guys want to act on something very quickly. I do get a lot of lower chakra energy, so this is based off of survival, sexuality, creativity, you know, inner power, inner strength. So these are the energies. Make sure that you're channeling them in a balanced way. Okay, so you got 9 and 9. Okay, 7 and 6. So these, you can add these numbers up, and that will give you the vibration of your week, the energy, if you guys are into numerology like I am. Alright, so let's see. I'm not going to do a 10-card spread this week. I'm going to do 5 cards with the tarot And the love spread, I'm still going to do that. So don't worry about the love spread. I got you. All right. 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Okay. So I do see that 2 of Cups can represent connection, a spiritual connection, but it can also represent, and when I say spiritual connection, it doesn't have to be a romantic one. It could be, you know, platonic connection, soul family, things like that. I do see healing and mending of certain connections. Could be with a fire sign, or maybe you've had like a falling out or some sort of, yeah, a falling out or something with this fire sign woman for some of you. Or like I said, you guys could have Leo in your chart. But there's this need to, I feel like, mend a connection with someone. And it could be a friend, it could be a relative, it could be a lover or ex-lover. But whatever it is, I do see some sort of mending. And then, but it can also be a spiritual person. Then you got the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is that this is a time for you to ground and balance your energy. Like I said, I feel like you might need to rest a little bit. Looking at that other spread, you have a lot of lower chakra energy going on. So a lot of movement, a lot of activeness. It could need to ground a little bit, but I do feel focus on your higher self. Focus on your higher chakras. So your crown, your third eye, your throat, maybe even your heart, but I feel more so like the crown and the third eye, maybe needing to focus on that. But for some of you, if it's the opposite, if you feel like you're too focused in the spirit and you're not focused on the physical realm, then you got to balance the 2 out, because you know, you could drive yourself crazy by being too up in the sky up there and not based in reality, or too focused on reality to where you're stagnating yourself and you're not connected to your higher self. So with the 8 of Cups, you may be guided to walk away from some things that don't serve you. And it could be for a time, or you guys are on a soul search, or you're just on a journey right now. And I feel you're more focused on feeling better or feeling good. So you're not so focused on what happened in the past. But for some of you, don't avoid the past, confront it. With the 5 of Wands, you may find that you are conflicted with something in relations to maybe too many things going on at once. Maybe it's people in the way, or maybe, you know, a little need to forgive or mend because of some sort of arguments. But I do see a lot of different energies. I feel like you guys do really need to ground yourselves, for sure. Like, you could be competing with time, competing to get certain things done. I feel like you got to catch up. You could be competing with another person. Just slow it down. Like, Spirit, I feel like wants you to rest with the 4 of Swords. So let's see what's going on with your love energy, your love life. Now keep in mind, these readings are general as well, the love reading. So you guys could have, you know, different situations happening in your love life compared to the next person watching. So just take what resonates with you, if it resonates at all. So you guys can also be Virgo Venus signs, or you guys could have Virgo in your 7th or 5th house as well. But let's see what your energies are for the collective of Virgos. Where is the romantic and love relationship energy at? Okay, September, healing, months, April, August. So these could be very significant months for you, or were significant months for you. But let's see. Let's see what the tarot is saying. I put my deck upside down. Okay, so the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands, I feel like there could be something or someone that you're going to confront. It could be a Sagittarius person, I feel, but for some of you, you're going to have to muster up some sort of courage. And maybe you already know something's ahead in September and you're nervous about it. I get something about nervousness, healing with the Queen of Cups. So there's a need to heal yourselves and give to yourself in the way that you give to others. There's an imbalance with, it could be an energy of self-love for some of you, that this is where your focus needs to be, because you may have issues with trust. And this could be due to someone that is a Sagittarius, Could also be someone that you met in September, someone that maybe you know you're going to encounter in September, or someone that could be born in September. So if I'm not mistaken, September is, I think Virgo and Libra. I think. So this could be something in relations that you're dreading. Some of you guys, this could be like, I'm getting older. These could be birthday candles. Like, I'm getting older now. Like, you know, where did the time go? And there's this need to heal, you know, focus on healing. And there's a lot of you guys that are stronger than what you realize, and you doubt yourself a lot. You compare yourself a lot, or you compare your growth to who you once were. So with the months, you got 9 of Pentacles with Capricorn, the Devil card. So it could be that something significant will take place in Capricorn season, which is months away. But it can also represent as well that someone presented something to you. I feel an offer that you could not refuse. You did have this card in the other deck, which was the Temptation card, the Devil card. So it could be an ex or something that you're very tempted by, or something or someone. Maybe you dealt with a person that had a sex addiction or something, or maybe if you're this type of person, I'm just speaking on what I'm getting. So, you know, if this is specific to you, take it, don't get offended. But some of you guys may have been into paying for sex or something like that. Or, you know, you had a porn addiction where you spent a lot of money, or it could be like strippers or something. Or you dealt with someone like this and maybe you're still trying to recover from this. This person hurt you a lot. With April, the 4 of Wands, Aries. So you guys could have been dealing with an Aries that was born in April. This could have been a serious connection or bond, or maybe something that you did want at one point. Spirit wants you to focus on some sort of stable commitment. Now, if April is significant to you, then even more so specifically. But for others, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to focus on some sort of connection that you had that may have been close to marriage, or you could have been married, you could have been engaged, or maybe this is things that you wanted or you talked about with this person. There's a need for you to reflect on this and meditate on it. August, you have the Queen of Swords with the Sun card. So if you guys have Leo in your chart, or you could be a Virgo that or you have Virgo in your chart, but you could be a sun sign Leo where you're born in August, then this could be for some of you. You guys are going to be cutting things out. As soon as your birthday comes around, this is like fresh new energy. I'm done with the BS. I'm cutting it out. But Leo season, specifically in August, I feel like a lot of you guys will be cutting something out of your lives. Now, this could have something to do with the person you had a child with, or because you're pregnant with a child, you're not putting up with any more BS. If this is not the case for you guys, it's a rebirth and transformation that's going to happen in August, and I feel like it's going to lead you to a place of boundaries, because these are 2 different types of energies. This is more of a passive energy, and this is more of an aggressor, but I feel assertive as well. So healing, knowing your self-worth and knowing your value, you know, forgiving and forgetting or releasing these types of addictions, or this person that may have been addicting, or this person that may have put you through something heavy, a toxic connection, and healing that. Seeing these connections for what it is and what you learn from them, so that you can create healthier boundaries. So take what resonates. Take what resonates, y'all, if it even resonates. If you guys have any interest in personal readings, don't forget to check the description box. If you guys like this video, feel free to share this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, check out my Instagram if you guys are interested, and I will see you guys back next week. Peace. What's up, Capricorns? This is going to be your weekly message for the 22nd through the 28th. So I'm going to do this week differently. I'm not going to do a 10-card spread with the tarot. I'm going to do 5-card spreads for each spread that I'm doing. So, you know, due to my trip, my family trip, I did not have the time that I usually have to record my weeklies. I got home late Sunday night, and I still had to like get myself back together on Monday. So I didn't really have the time that I wanted to get to my weekly. So I'm going to do it this way. All right. Keep in mind, you guys, these readings are general. They're not personal readings, so it's not subject to resonate with you like a personal reading. The only way that you'll really know if a reading is for you is by getting a personal reading. Otherwise, use these readings, you know, take them with a grain of salt. Take them as entertainment purposes, but use your discernment, as always, to know whether something may be for you or not for you. So, Capricorn. So if you guys are interested in a personal reading, you guys can check my website out, which will be in this description box below. If you guys happen to purchase a reading from my website, just be sure to email me to set up a booking date and a time if a time is needed. Also, if you have questions about my readings or my availability, you guys can also email me directly. My emails are both in the description box below. I have 2 different emails. Alright, so anywho, let's get into your reading. So overall energy you have is discontentment and boredom in reverse. So that's good. I feel like if you guys have been feeling a little bit crappy or just feeling like just this routine type of energy, just some of you guys may have been spending time in the house not really doing much. You guys could may have been going through a little bit of depression. I do see that these energies will be shifting for you. So you have the heart chakra card. So the heart chakra card, I do feel like your heart chakra is blocked. It does need some healing, it does need some work, it does need some tending to, some tender love and care, basically. So please work on your heart chakra, because that could also play a role in this depressive energy or just not wanting to, or just feeling bored with life. Like, you could be the type of person that everybody loves and likes, or you could have everything going for you in your life, but you still feel some sense of lack or discontentment, and it's more so within yourself. So please heal your heart chakra. Focus on that. There's many different ways you can work on it. I am getting, yeah, because I do feel like for some of you guys have a okay life, or you guys have a great life, but there's this discontentment with it, and I feel it's more of an internal thing. A lot of you guys, it's because you're going through a transitional period in your life. So you're kind of in between the shadow phase into going into the new beginning, the light stages, the more positive phase. So you're being guided through this. And I feel like just remind yourself that this is a season. This is not a permanent situation. Some of you guys may be contemplating moving, or just moving on away from something that no longer serves you emotionally, just not really feeling like it resonates with you emotionally. So you're separating yourself from these things. Okay, when certain things that used to fulfill you, it's because you're growing, you're transitioning, you're evolving, that these things no longer resonate with you. They don't match any longer with you. So you have the universe. So yeah, the universe is like the world card. You're closing some cycles out. You're closing these energies out, because I feel like this is a new energy that you're stepping into. So you're just in the middle of it, okay? In the cusp. So you have the sun card, which is the light card in this deck. So I do see coming into Leo season, there will be more positive energy for you, but you have to be receptive. I feel like a lot of you guys have a lot of, it's like focus on, could be like being in the spotlight, because I get Taylor Swift vibes from this. So some of you guys could be musicians or singers, or maybe you guys want to be, yeah, because you have the universe card, which could be the world card, or media, social media. So maybe you guys will start to be more present on social media. Maybe you guys took some time out away from social media. You haven't really been posting due to feeling a sense of insecurities or doubts, or just bored with life, or going through a depression. But for others, I feel like you'll be more focused on your creative pursuits. Maybe even for some of you guys, it is entertainment. It could be social media, like a socialite or something, or a social media present. I don't know what you call them. Influencers, I think. Social media influencers. So it could be that for you. But just take what resonates. Oh, if you guys want to add these numbers up, you have 2 4s, 8, got 6, number 21, and number 19. You guys can break it down into one single digit. See what the vibration of your week is going to be. So Empress with the Page of Wands, 2 of Swords. Okay. So I get single mom vibes immediately. So you could have 2 children. There's a lot of court cards. Yeah, this is a family situation. So some of you guys, you may have a baby on the way. You may have 2 kids already and you have a baby on the way along with it. Or it could be that you have a child and now you're going to have another addition to the family. It could be a fire sign child. For some of you guys could be expecting. For others of you, this is like you have a lot of people in your life right now, and I get that this is support. You also have divine protection surrounding you. Your creative pursuits are divinely inspired, divinely protected. I feel like this is just an energy of needing to be confident in yourself and what it is that you're pursuing creatively. But I do see a happy home, a happy family. So expect a pregnancy, like a news of an arrival of a child this week. So if you're waiting, or you've been like, okay, this is too long, I'm waiting for my due date, or my due date is past due, or you're just excited about the child, I feel for those of you, you will be welcoming your child this week. Now for some of you, this could just be support from family and friends in some essence. Maybe you're afraid to tell your family that you're pregnant, or someone close to you was pregnant. For others, again, like something about your creative pursuits are divinely protected. I don't see too much energy with this. Like it seems very specific to those of you who are expecting children, or already have a child or something like that. If this is a family member close to you, then expect to hear some news that the child was born this week. I am getting Leo baby vibes from this, so yeah. So let's see what your love life is looking like. Keep in mind that your love situation can be different from the next person watching, the next Capricorn. So it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you the same. Or, you know, some parts may resonate with you while some parts may not. So just take what does resonate with you, alright? If it's going to, don't force it if it doesn't. So let's see, Capricorns. You guys could be Capricorn Venus signs, or have Capricorn in your 7th or 5th house as well. Let's see. Work together. Whoa. I don't know what happened. The camera was like jiggling. Jiggling, baby. Third party, March. Toxicity and manipulation with August. So I'm going to clarify these cards and see what we get. What's going on. Alright. 3 of Swords. So there could be a situation for some of you where something did not work out the way that you wanted to. Maybe you and this person could just not get it, just couldn't get it together. It doesn't have to be anything recent. This could be a past situation that's coming up for you to heal. For others of you, you guys are disappointed in the way that certain things are playing out between you and a person. Like you guys just can't get it together. So it could be as a result of a third party situation. You have 3 cards actually with the number 3. So 333 could be significant to some of you. You have the Empress, which is 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. So y'all could be dealing with somebody that you may have a child with, or someone that you're wanting to create with or manifest something with, and it may not be going the way that you wanted it to, or it's just not happening, or it didn't in the past. So the third party with the 2 of Pentacles, someone is juggling another person. But the funny thing is with the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles is the Capricorn card. So I do feel like, you know, the challenge is that you're juggling 2 different people or 2 different options. Maybe you feel like you're going to hurt somebody's feelings because there's one person that maybe you are wishing to move towards and work with versus another person. It could be that. It could be that you're choosing work over love. For some of you, that could be what you're juggling. March with the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Swords, or the Empress, sorry. Too much going on. Empress, 7 of Cups with the March. So, I feel like Spirit is telling you, and March could be significant for you guys. It doesn't have to be a future date. It may not even be a past date. It could be somebody's birthday. But I get this this vibe from this energy that there's a lot of illusion surrounding a situation. Some of you guys may be conflicted about a pregnancy or a person you have a child with, or someone that you got pregnant by or you got pregnant. So someone is very conflicted about it, or someone is just kind of like looking at all of the opportunities and the possibilities of what can manifest or be created with a person. Because I do see like someone may have idealized another person, may have saw them in the way that they wanted to see them, or saw the situation in the way that they wanted to see it, only to find out that there was some toxicity and manipulation. And it could be due to the fact that someone was a player or a cheater with this card. But it can also be that there's some toxicity or manipulation with children, because the Page of Wands could be a child. I do get childish behavior over here with the Two of Pentacles with this third party situation. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of game playing with the August and Three of Cups and Six of Wands clarifying it. Someone may be exposed in August about their behavior, which could be in relation to this third party situation. Okay, I do see that someone is going to see a person for who they truly are, that someone is just a player. It could be, if you're the player, then, you know, could be that you're going to get exposed. But I do see in August there's going to be something significant with this third party situation. I also feel that if you're single, that you may free yourself from these past situations or behaviors, and that you may meet some people. You may have some opportunities in love. I do see that you'll have a lot of options with suitors. I do see a lot of attention, a lot of attraction headed your way. Okay. Leo energies, Leo season. So I do see that a lot of you guys will stand out to someone, or people will stand out to you. So that's what I'm getting. So you guys have Capricorn energy, you guys have Libra, you have Cancer, you have Leo, you have Taurus and Libra, Scorpio, and the Page of Wands could be any other fire sign that I did not mention. So if this reading resonates, feel free to like, share this video, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to check the description box below. And I will see you guys back next week. So much love as always. Take care. Peace.